Buckle up for another episode of Ghost Facers, a supernatural rewatch podcast. My name is Richard, and sitting shotgun as always is my brother in podcasting, Reed.
Yeah, I think you're interesting. We should do a podcast together.
Oh my god, is this happening?
I think this is happening. I just wanted to podcast with you.
I mean,
is this enticing you?
I wasn't gonna, but
are my dulcet monotones enticing you? I just thought maybe you would be interested in podcasting.
I mean, the sexual tension is...
But if you're not, I guess that's fine too.
Cool. Let's podcast.
Ghost Facers! We're facing ghosts! We're others, we're not! We're Ghost Facers! Stay in the kitchen when the kitchen gets hot! Ghost Facers! We're facing nightmare! We're facing dread! Ghost Facers! We're facing faceless! We're facing dead!
Welcome to Ghost Facers. Today we're discussing Season 8, Episode 14.
Yeah.
Do you know what number this episode actually is?
It's not 14.
Well, I mean, it is, but do you know what of the series it is?
Oh, hang on. 20 some odd episodes each season. Season 3 is weird.
Yeah.
But there's 8.
163.
150? 163. Okay.
And since there's a 327 episodes, we are at the exact midpoint of the series as a whole.
Oh my, it's all downhill from here.
Isn't it crazy that how long we've been doing this and we just hit the midpoint?
You know what's actually crazier is that we've been doing this long, but it actually feels like we've only been doing the show for like a year.
We've only just begun.
Joke from another show.
It's just a song. It can just be a song.
No.
To live. What's crazier is there's a speech that Dean gives in this that really kind of...
I was like, I can't believe it.
So isn't it crazier that it's the midpoint?
It is so crazy how much happens between this and that.
Yes.
But I was watching this at work today, and I was like, as it was happening, I was like, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing. I gotta
email an important business email.
Yeah, text from a sponsor,
a sport.
Yeah,
a sport sent me a text.
Yeah. I better get back to basketball.
Yeah. Why did I think basketball too?
I don't know.
Basketball,
because you're a basketball boy.
That's true. Basketball says important things on the horizon.
Yeah. Basketball just texted me, "Sup?
You up?"
Yeah, you up.
I think basketball wants to fuck. Let's just say I'm not going to be the other one who's double dribbling.
Jesus. I don't even know what that means.
I mean...
I do, but it's gross.
Yeah, you're going to handle
Well, it's not gross. It's just... You shouldn't say it.
Yeah, it's adult.
No, it's cool, but I just don't want to say it.
Well, yeah, there we go.
It's gross of me.
Yeah, fair. We got a review.
Nice. Thank you for cutting me off before I said anything else.
Greetings from Norway.
Oh my God.
I've been an avid listener ever since I found your podcast.
So loud.
Wow,
Sorry.
that was aggressive.
So loud. I'm sorry.
I've been an avid listener ever since I found your podcast after being annoyed by the other one.
Oh my God.
Feeling way too scripted for my taste.
Well,
that's what you get with actors.
Hey, listen, if there's one thing we're not, it's
scripted. No, that's when you find out we intended to say everything that came out of our mouths.
I mean, I said it and I was like, you're a little scripted.
What? Oh, because I write things down?
Yeah, you prepare, and I think that's cheating.
Yeah. I'm just going to start just going off the top of my dome for what happens in these episodes.
Yeah, that's all I do. Baby.
Yeah. And you go, what, that happened? All of the time?
Yeah, but people love it. The people love it.
Sure they do. I've always had trouble getting sleepy at night, but
That's why you're supposed to do it.
What?
You're supposed to get sleepy at night.
Yeah, but they're saying I've always had trouble getting sleepy
like I
at night.
can't do it.
Yeah.
I heard it as like, I've always had trouble. Like, I get to nighttime and I'm like sleepy. I don't know if anybody else has this problem.
I've always had trouble with the idea of getting sleepy at night.
No, I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always troubled me.
Yeah. Who benefits? Follow the money.
This is going straight to the top. Looking at you, Sandman.
Yeah, big sand is behind this.
But you guys make me look forward to putting my head on the pillow every day.
Yeah.
Covering my face with the pillow.
Teeth first.
Yeah, oh my God. Wow, we went in two different directions. I look forward to burying my face in the pillow every night.
I'm so sorry.
I've lost count on how many times I've started over after listening to all your episodes.
Oh.
But does that mean that we're like so boring we put you to sleep? I just
No.
can't get through an episode.
No, because that would hurt my feelings, and that can't be right. So,
But I digress. The reason I finally decided to write to you was because I got my Spotify Rappy thing, and apparently I am on your 0.1% top listeners.
whoa,
I'll accept my free mug or t-shirt.
interesting. Fine, but it's gonna be the "Screw Me Till I Speak a Nokia."
Yeah, no,
And
I
you
mean,
have to wear it to work.
if you're a 0.1.
And I'm gonna print it in Norwegian so everyone knows what it says.
Is that the language?
In Norway?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. I just didn't know if the people were just Norwegian, but the language is also Norwegian.
You idiot.
Is that dumb?
Yes.
I don't know.
You're a dumb for that.
All right.
Yeah.
I absolutely love your banter. Yeah, banter.
Like this.
Yeah, isn't this
Friendly
good?
and good.
Yeah. We get so hostile this time of the year.
Yeah, it's the seasonal effect of
Yeah. And how organic you bounce off each other. Isn't this so holistic?
I mean, you're gonna be bouncing off your teeth of the pillow.
Oh my God. Also, I'm slightly worried for Reed's health.
Why? Because I'm wheezing constantly.
And coughing.
I haven't done that in a little bit. I've lost 40 pounds, and I'm
my-
confident. So confident that I started sexually harassing the listener.
Yeah, you know he's not going to lose 40 pounds. This listener.
Gee, good lord.
They're going to gain 40 pounds.
I lost 40 pounds, and you got them all.
Now bite the pillow.
40 pounds. It's such a it's too specific to be sexy.
Hold on, 39.
38, 39, complete.
Yeah, wow, you know the exact amount.
Yeah.
No, I just decide when.
Oh my god.
Never stop doing what you're doing. You're way too good at it. So what are you going to be saying
If I had
after
a
40
nickel,
pounds?
if I had a fucking nickel.
You wouldn't be able to flip it.
Never stop doing what you're doing. You're way too good at it. I just retire after that.
Hell yeah.
End on top.
One and done.
Yeah.
Carry on, Vbjorn. Vbjorn?
How is it spelled?
Vebjorn.
At least let's pretend it's like Vebjorn.
Vebjorn.
The Vbjorn. You read it like
I'm going to bite the pillow, but my name is Vebjorn.
the way you read it was like a lazy sci-fi author world building. Oh, these are the Vbjorn. They're an ancient species.
They really love a lot of fucking salted fish.
Yeah, Vbjorn.
Yeah, Vebjorn.
Yeah.
Oh, Vebjorn, I'm
Yeah.
going to bite the pillow.
Hey, do you know what kind of car they drive?
What?
A fjord.
Whoa.
A fjord focus.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah. Hell
He's
yeah.
back. Much love. Apparently your biggest fan.
I prefer to Chevrolet.
Your biggest fan / sandwich slut / lore whore. P.S. in all capital letters and bolded. Bring back the fucking sandwich segment. I would say the audience is fairly split on this.
Yeah. The right ones and the wrong ones. You know who you are.
The pushers and the pillow biters.
Jesus. Those who pound.
And those who are pounded. Those who pound.
A weird sermon.
Yeah, the pounds and the cakes.
Good lord. That feels like bigotry.
You know what?
You either pound or you're a cake. Like that doesn't that feel gross to say?
I had your daughter saying thick cakes before you got
Oh,
here.
like on Nailed It?
Yeah.
She loves Nailed It.
yeah, she was going thick cakes
thick cakes.
because of Manzukis.
Yeah. Oh, I'm aware. We've watched Nailed It like a million
she
times.
sort
with her.
of acted like she'd seen it for the first time.
She's good at pretending.
That bitch.
/ lying.
Yes. To me specifically, and convincing me things are normal or the first time.
I mean, to be fair, you're a fucking mark. So.
Oh, also your psychotic daughter.
I always have cookies in my cereal. You go, that sounds normal to me, I guess.
Yeah, what's normal?
I'll take the 4-year-old's word for it.
What's normal? Me believing a 4-year-old, or your 4-year-old being a sociopath who convinces people of things that aren't true?
Okay, let's just throw this out there. Do you think Richard's an idiot for hearing a 4-year-old say, I have cookies in my cereal, and just believing it and letting her eat Oreos in fucking oatmeal?
Remember who her father is.
Yeah. A strict actual parent.
The man who
The Oreos
invented.
are mine.
I want cereal like daddy.
No, I earned this.
No, give me the chocolate milk.
You don't hate yourself nearly enough.
Give me the eggnog.
Give me my nog.
Anyways.
Call me Quark, because I've always have nog
whoa! Fuck
with me.
yeah.
Yeah, a little DS9 joke there.
All right. Thank you, Bjorn.
Bajoran?
Vibjoran?
Bajoran?
Trial and Error is the name of the episode.
That's right.
It aired.
An episode I've seen. I did watch it.
Oh, okay.
Just
I was like,
very last minute today.
weird of you to say it like that.
Yeah, it's fine. I saw a thing online that was like, if you want to make the truth sound like a lie, just be specific. Just be like, yeah, I went out with my human friends earlier.
I watched
Hang
it.
on.
I watched it today at 4:15.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. I ate a normal amount of food in the right amount of time. You just be weirdly specific and it immediately sounds like a lie.
I like that.
Yeah.
February 13th, 2013.
Oh, no, wait. Sorry. February 15th is
14th.
steak and blowjobs.
Oh, 14th is Valentine's Day.
February 13th is Galentine's, isn't it?
Sure. I love that we're saying every date but Valentine's Day.
Well,
the
but I
major
mean, like, that's
holiday.
a Parks and Rec thing. I think February 13th
yeah.
is
I love that you
Galentine's,
immediately
eh?
went for steak and a blowjob date, though.
It's fine. Anyway.
Oh, there's an important day in February, the 15th.
I'll be honest, I usually tap out after steak.
Oh, hold on, I'm about to finish this steak.
Oh. The only thing more rare than the steak is the blowjob.
It's weird that you tap the back of her head when you finish the steak.
Jesus. What a Jesus. Good Lord. Good Lord. I do get tired after eating a steak.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of meat in one person's mouth.
So I hear.
When I eat the steak.
Yeah, when I eat a steak.
This episode was written by...
A normal amount of steak in a normal amount of time.
All right. Again, weirdly specific. Feels like a lie.
Yeah. Steak made from the meat you'd expect.
That's... That's really
And
funny.
cooked the right amount.
What, the right
Anyway,
amount?
you keep going.
Written by Andrew Dabb. Stop. Just do it. It's not for them.
I did it. We both did it.
Yeah, no, but you say it.
Yeah.
You say it.
Yeah, this is an audio medium.
Yeah, but that's just for me.
Oh.
Directed by...
Dab.
Stop!
Sorry.
Directed by Kevin Parks. Andrew Dabb and Kevin Parks.
Yeah. Yeah, because he drove them all there.
Yeah, Kevin Parks.
He let them out at one entrance, and Kevin Parks.
Andrew Dabbs.
Andrew Dabbs.
Kevin Parks.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is a good joke.
We're definitely better than the other podcasts,
Yeah.
to be clear.
Yeah. Viewed by an estimated.
We were still over 2 last week.
Yep.
Like 2.1?
2.41
What? It's happening?
million viewers.
I bet it goes down next week.
I don't know, what is it? February 15th?
Yeah. Yeah, bunch of lonely fucking SPN fans. Nothing better to do. We got to tune in.
All right.
I don't have plans.
Well, let's see what the promo does.
Oh my God. I talk through every silence so I don't have to think about my circumstances. It's visually not a bad promo, but the way the audio is edited is well, that, but also just like they keep cutting like bits out of the middle of Kevin's sentence, so it's like door
Because he says it like door or bing or blang, and they're like door.
No, but then they keep like it just.
I also agree.
That bit sounds like it's buffering.
I agree.
But it's fine, more or less.
International titles.
Okay. Are there actually international titles? Or just title? Because last week you pulled a fast one.
Oh, more for the comedic effect.
I get it, but you pulled a fast one. And I want you to know, I'm watching you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, private eyes are watching you.
Private eyes are watching you. For every move. Baby. There's 2 titles.
Okay. Our usual suspects?
Of course.
Okay. Who's first?
Hungry.
I'm sorry, and this is called Trial and Error?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that Hungry goes real vague on this one again. And it's just like greedy people.
This might be the most on point Hungary's ever been.
Okay, hang on. Kill a dog.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's the 3 trials.
Interesting.
Right?
Interesting.
That might be the most literal title Hungary's ever given us.
It's definitely the closest to what happens in the episode they've ever been.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Germany throws us for a bit of a loop this week
Okay.
as a not very German title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, big doggy, bam a lamb.
That would be fucking I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face if that was what it was. Oh, big doggy, bam lamb.
Right.
No, that's not what this week is.
Okay.
This week's title from Germany is
Brotherly Sacrifice.
no. It's it's still we've changed our mind about Hitler. No.
Remember last week? We'd like to walk it back.
Yeah. Maybe not everybody.
Hey, Ava.
It's still funny.
This is a slight tangent, but I was at a kid's birthday party yesterday.
Okay.
I wasn't invited, but I was there. and they were playing Ice Age. Like the movie.
Oh,
They were
God.
screening Ice Age, and the entire time I was like cackling, imagining Hitler Mammoth.
Yeah. I like that. That's very funny.
We got a blitzkrieg through the
Yeah.
pass, the mountain pass.
I like. Was he the woolly mammoth?
Yeah, he's the mammoth.
Yeah.
He's Manny the Mammoth.
That's right.
Him, Dennis Leary, John Leguizamo.
What a weird
You're
group.
the 3
Children's
best children's
actors.
entertainers.
Yeah. The German title is A Light at the End of the Tunnel.
Whoa, that's really esoteric.
Right?
But I like it.
I know. I
I'm
do
in-
too.
I'm into it. It's
It
very
fits.
poetic.
It's
though.
good. I was
Yeah.
surprised.
I'm surprised that it's not like a light at the end of the tunnel, parentheses, this is a metaphor.
Yeah. In case you don't get it.
We just want to be clear.
I think it's funny too because like this is also a week where like trial and error is a pretty like I would think would be
No.
universal concept.
No, there is no error.
Yeah. Whatever we try, we stand by.
Yes. And never go back. Yes, it's gotten us into a little bit of trouble before.
But we stand
Why
by
do you
it.
ask?
Sam and Dean, TV Guide describes this episode as Sam and Dean try to close the gates of hell after Kevin deciphers the tablet and learns that one person must complete 3 tests designed by God to achieve the task. First mission is to kill a hellhound.
Baby.
But before we talk about this week's episode, it's time to open up its dad's journal and learn about some of the real world lore.
This lore idea comes straight from fucking Richard.
Oh, baby.
So let it not be said that I don't give him a little bit of fucking leash.
Or that I don't contribute.
Yeah. Yeah, you did this time. That's fine.
Look, to be fair, I did it instead of inserting it into the episode.
Yeah.
I was like starting to write something, and I still did write something, but I
Yeah, because you can't just leave the fuck alone. Are we gonna really do this again? How many of just like Sam and Dean? Every time I think we're past it, you're drinking demon blood. You're
I know, but
hooking up with Ruby.
I mean, you blame me?
No.
Ruby, so ho.
I thought you were going for Japanese Scooby-Doo.
Oh, what? Ruby, Roo.
Oh, no.
That's you. You did that.
Let's see what the lore says
Yeah.
about mythological trials.
Mythological trials.
Yeah, like in myth, we see a lot of labors or trials, things like that. Not like I'm just a simple country lawyer kind of trials.
Oh, sure.
Trials where it's like you like you're
I'm just a complicated country lawyer.
Yeah, that kind.
Yeah.
We have to achieve feats in order to accomplish
Sexy
yeah,
tootsies.
or if you're Tarantino, it's with 2 E's.
Yeah.
In order to accomplish something. They mention one in the episode, and it's probably the best illustration of this kind of idea, but it's the 12 Labors of Hercules.
Guess I won't be talking about that thing I wrote down.
Yeah, obviously. You piece of shit.
There's a lot of spiritual trials you could have talked about. I didn't know if you were going to bring up that one.
No, I'm obviously going to that one. They talk about it, and again, it's probably the clearest example of this. So, this was Hercules had 12 labors to accomplish.
It's coming!
Yes, he had to do it 12 times.
Yeah.
So, a bunch of them were... well, there's a bunch of different kinds. Some of them are feats of strength. Some of them are feats of cunning. There's all these kind of different things. So, let's go through some of the labors of Hercules. So, slaying the Nemean lion, slaying the 9-headed Lernaean hydra. These are like...
You know what's funny? I was reading all about these, and I started realizing that I was like, oh, that's where all of that stuff from the movie came from.
Hercules?
Yeah.
Yeah, the montage is like the 12 labors.
Yeah, but they don't really go into why he did it.
No.
The whole murdering his family thing.
He doesn't murder his family.
Yeah, he does.
Well, sorry, not in the movie, I meant.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying, is they don't really go into why.
Oh, I see. I was like, what version of fucking Disney's Hercules did you... Yeah.
You know the part where he fucking murders his wife and kids?
There's like the cleaning the Algaean stables in a day. That's a slightly different. Capturing the Cretan bull.
I did like the cleaning the stables, considering everything else was like capturing and killing, and then it was like, and cleaning the stables.
Totally. Yeah. There's the stealing the mares of Diomedes, obtaining the girdle of Hippolyta, the queen of the Amazons.
I like that one too. That was funny.
Obtaining the cattle of the 3-bodied giant Geryon. Stealing 3 of the golden apples of Hesperides.
Yeah, what they don't say is that it's guarded by a fucking dragon.
Yeah, but why would you say that?
I mean, true.
You're like, go do this.
Just steal
kind of like the labors, like in this episode. We don't really know what the...
Yeah, just steal a fucking cattle. It's not guarded by a giant 2-headed dog.
I also like capturing and bringing back... Yeah, Cerberus. 3 heads even.
Yeah. I mean, that's also like a bit of fucking like... There's already a 2-headed dog. Now at the end, it's like, I don't know. This one's 3-headed.
I don't know, fucking 3-headed
That feels
dog.
like somebody went to early lunch that day. They're like, this one's another dog. We just did a dog. This one's got 3 heads, though.
I'll say it's a real Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens
1,000%. Yeah. It's
what if we did it again with more?
What if there was like a giant spaceship that could blow up a planet? We just fucking did that.
No, but this one blows up a bunch of planets.
Yeah, this one's bigger.
And
more.
Yep. Do you like this? Is this good for stories?
I know. I'm fucking hungry. I need to go home. It's fine.
Yeah. So, all of these in the myth, there are all these kind of challenges that basically Hercules is trying to accomplish to prove his worth, to prove his his mettle. There are all these kind of tests and trials and that. But that idea, even though it's through a bunch of myths, is also a thing that existed a little bit in real life. Not like a Cerberus, mind you, but the idea of trial by ordeal. So this is the other use of the word trial.
Do you think they ever did a XXX parody of Mythbusters.
Go on.
You know, I mean, you don't even change the name.
Jizzbusters?
You could just do Mythbusters. I think it still works.
But they're just jerking off myths?
Yeah. What? I heard you couldn't take 12 at a time.
Oh my God.
They say fisting, but it doesn't really, is it what you say it is?
Jesus. Good Lord.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I mean, that lady was so hot from Mythbusters.
easy. So the idea of trial by ordeal, that is using the word trial like simple country lawyer style.
Oh.
But instead of like proving your guilt or your innocence, you could do it like by they would determine it by subjecting you to something painful or unpleasant.
Sure.
This is a thing that like you hear about from like the Inquisition and shit like that. They'll be like, well, we'll just put you through a bunch of ordeal. Like they make fun of it in Monty Python. It's like, if she sinks, she's innocent.
Oh, sure.
You know,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of like, it's a sort of like parody version of
If she
trial
floats,
by-
she's a witch.
Yeah, exactly. What else floats? Very small rocks, churches, a duck, that kind of shit. So a lot of these come from medieval Europe. They're kind of like trial by combat. Trial by ordeal was sometimes considered a judgment of God. So a procedure based on the premise that God would help the innocent by performing a miracle on their behalf. So you're putting your faith in God, and that's part of the test, and then God will reward you by proving your innocence, by allowing you to survive or deal with the thing that you're being put through. But that goes all the way back to, if anyone took like law in high school, the first thing you learn about is like the Code of Hammurabi, the kind of like an early sort
Isn't that gorilla that died?
No, that's Harambe. Pretty sure that code was just get money, fuck bitches.
Yeah.
So some types of ordeals here. Combat is a real classic one. Trial by combat is a sort of trial by ordeal. And the idea being that skill or no skill, the right person would win. God would be on the side of
I do like the idea that
the just victor.
I do like the idea that you killed somebody and then you get to kill another person.
Well, yeah, and it's like you could select a champion too, like in some cases.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it wouldn't
yeah.
even like be you doing it.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
God wanted that guy to win, so I'm innocent.
It's like, wait a minute.
Wait, hang on. So, trial by fire,
Yeah.
like literal trial by fire. So, ordeal by fire was a form of torture. So it required that the accused walk a certain distance or a certain number of paces, usually over like red hot irons or coals or something like
Oof.
that. Innocence was sometimes established by a complete lack of injury, but it was more common for the wound to be bandaged and re-examined later, who would determine whether or not God had intervened to heal it.
Oh my god.
I know, but like this is what it means to be like, I don't know, looks pretty good. I guess you're innocent.
I guess God liked you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you burned your feet real bad. You're definitely a thief. Or like whatever the fuck.
You know what they say.
Yeah, yeah. If you get injured walking across something red hot, you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolls
if
off
the
the
sock doesn't fit, we won't acquit.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If the wound was festering, the suspect would be put to death or exiled or whatever. Yeah. So during the that's a First Crusade thing. That's fine. Let's get a different one in here. Boiling oil is one from West Africa. So there's two kind of versions of this. One is that you have to retrieve something from a container of boiling oil, like a real
Jesus.
Would you like to play a game?
Yes.
You deep fry all your food, but now
We'll deep fry you.
Yeah. But now your salvation lies at the bottom of the grease which you inhale.
Oh my god.
like truly some fucking jigsaw shit. Anyone who refuses the task, you're guilty.
Yeah.
In the other, the other version of this is both the accused and the accuser have to retrieve an item from boiling oil, and the person whose hand remains unscathed is declared innocent. So you're like, he
Jesus.
killed my brother, and like, okay, we understand. you put your hand in this.
It's like, wait, hold on.
Hey, wait a minute. Like, if you say no, then you lied and he didn't do it.
Yeah, you killed him
It's
then.
such a more fucked up thing. There was ordeal by water. So hot water, the same kind of thing as the boiling oil kind of thing. The cold water one was about just like surviving in cold water, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Well, it doesn't sound that bad, but like I got to imagine. Oh, hang on. A man accused of poaching was to be submerged in a barrel 3 times and to be considered innocent if he sank and guilty if he floated. So that Monty Python thing, 100% real. Yeah, we talk about this a lot when it comes to like witch hunts and stuff like that. That they would like, or the Inquisition, is that they would set up a thing, be like, well, if you're innocent, God will intervene and you won't be thumbscrewed to death. And then when they invariably died, they go like, I guess we were right. This is kind of a perfect system.
Yeah.
So
Wait, have you ever had anybody that got intervened?
no, it's a perfect system.
Yeah, we're just really good at finding out who did it.
Hit rate 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that idea of like testing someone's virtue or their courage or their worthiness by a series of challenges, usually things that require like a kind of physical torture or pain or sacrifice, is a totally like real thing. So the idea that we start exploring in this episode comes from like a bunch of real life examples, but also it comes from that idea of the faith in God sort of thing.
Totally.
Like there's exactly. And the Bible's full of things where God's like, trust me, and then someone's like, but what? But everything's going wrong.
Let me cook.
Let me cook.
Easy.
By the way, this is a tangent, but do you remember, was it last year or 2 years ago? We had the Manscaped ads.
Yeah.
And at least for Dr. DC, I don't think we did it for Ghostface, but at least on Dr. DC, I did like a fake Santa voice.
What?
Have you heard the Yukon Clean commercials in town?
No.
The guy on the radio is doing that voice. He's like, "It's time for Christmas.
Oh my God.
It's cleaned." But it's a totally like fine ad. But I'm waiting for the dirty joke because
You're waiting for the. Are you gonna fuck Santa?
Yeah, like conditioned to think that voice means something horrible is about to happen. So at any rate, that
makes me very happy. All right. Well, those are trials,
baby.
Well,
ordeals, trials. Every day is an ordeal for me.
Well, time to get into the
Just
episode.
Getting up in the morning, facing myself in the mirror, knowing what I've done,
who you are.
Yeah. The way I eat my steak, a normal way.
Enough that I don't need to be sexually satisfied.
Yeah. Having a steak the way humans do, which of course is the way I do it.
It's certainly not the meat that I've chosen.
No. Anyway.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm not eating human meat.
Yes. As far as I know.
As far as you know.
Yeah. In any way that can be proven.
Well, we'll get into that after this quick break. And we're back. We begin with the then.
Oh, they hurt my little knucks. I cracked them all.
Okay.
It hurt.
Okay.
I need another break.
We'll be back after another break. And we're back.
Thank you.
Eventually, that's going to have 2 ads.
That's going to be a really funny episode eventually.
Yeah. We begin with the then, which we get Crossroads Demons, baby.
Yeah, we're going like way back. We're really like, rewinding.
I love that.
Back to when like we didn't really know much about demons.
Yeah.
Which feels crazy at this point. That there was ever a time that the boys were like, demons are real?
Demons?
Doesn't that seem insane?
It does. Hellhounds?
Yeah.
Oh, the salad days of Hellhounds and Crossroads Demons.
Yeah.
Kevin and the Demon Tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn Goofer Dust.
Yeah.
And the most powerful supernatural place on Earth.
Yeah.
The bunker.
The bunker, baby.
God, every time the way they describe it, I'm like, ugh!
I know. I'm so happy we're here.
It's
what a time to be alive.
Truly. It's really renewed my faith in the show.
100%. Because the early part of this season was,
Yeah, I was ready to.
I was like, I don't know that we need to finish this.
It was fucking rough.
It was hard.
We then go to
It was
the
firm.
just hard on the outside, soft in the middle.
Yeah.
Different
A
podcast.
fine thing to be.
A personal bit that isn't Doc Miss.
Oh, yeah. The episodes that haven't come out yet of a different podcast.
That are going to come out way later.
We're playing 4D chess.
Get on board and go back in time. Lebanon, Kansas. Kevin awakes on his boat, going through his day-to-day, day-out, day-in routine.
Hang on. He's not in Lebanon.
I think he is. I think that's where the boat is.
Lebanon, Kansas is where the bunker is. How would a boat be in Lebanon, Kansas?
Kevin's on his boat.
Yeah. On the shores of
Lake
the
Minnetonka.
Kansas Sea.
Going through his day in, day out routine of eating hot dogs, drinking coffee, popping pills, and deciphering the tablet.
I know what we're doing with this montage, just like showing the repetitiveness and his dedication.
Totally.
That he's not really taking care of himself. But like, even in the most bachelor sense, the only thing that changes is how many hot dogs he's cooking. Like, he never once puts just like a burger patty in there. Like, you know, like Garth is taking care of, like, he has supplies. He doesn't have to eat like this.
I mean, there's been times in my life where I ate like that.
I'm not even saying he has to eat well, but I at least eat different.
Yeah. I mean, I've been through a time in my life where I was eating like just a thing
For like days, a week.
Wow, he's also losing his fucking mind.
I get that, but I don't know. It just seems a little crazy. Like,
I love that all of the things on the show.
but like,
this is
shouldn't
the
it be
thing.
like, you cook a hot dog one day, and the next day he like cooks a thing of Spam. Like, it's all gross. It's all like bad for him. But it's like there's a sub variety. He's not crazy.
I love that this is the thing you're hung up on.
Listen, it's food.
I've got opinions.
I have thoughts.
I know. Until many days' work finally leads him to a revelation, a nosebleed, and a faint for his trouble.
Yeah.
Elsewhere,
I had no notes about that. That made sense.
okay.
It's probably hot dog related.
Elsewhere, Dean happily arranges his new bedroom within the Men of Letters complex.
It's not elsewhere. This is Lebanon, Kansas.
Yes. In the same place.
Yeah. On the ocean.
Yeah.
In their bunker. In Kansas.
Dean even reveals a newfound cooking skills to Sam's delight.
Oh, hey, what's that? What's that I hear? I got 2 pieces of bread to slice, and I've got meat that sits inside. That's right. It's the supernatural sandwich segment.
What?
Baby?
Did you just decide this now?
I did a fucking drop. I thought of words. I did it. We're back.
Wait, what?
If you ever talked smack about the sandwich segment, this is your reckoning.
But you have a thing that you could have played.
I could have.
It makes me feel like you just thought of
but
doing
it's
it right
old.
now.
I will say I did not think of doing it right now. I thought of doing it 2 hours ago.
And then we're encouraged to do so based on the review today.
Well, that, and also this feels like we put a lot of focus on this idea in this episode because Dean comes in
All right.
and he's got these cooking skills, and the cooking skills keep coming up like through the episode. We have a couple of calls back to it and stuff like that. But Dean makes these like gourmet burgers. And so for today's supernatural sandwich segment, because you're a real fucking foodie, I want you to tell me what your homemade gourmet burger is. What do you do? How do you prepare the meat? What's your meat mix? You know, Gordon Ramsay's always got the like a little bit of pork, a little bit of. I'll just stay them. I can't do voices, but
I love that. Every voice is a little bit of this.
I'll get a little bit of pork. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay.
I'm Gordon Ramsay.
Oh shit! I want to fuck Gordon Ramsay.
I definitely have worked in a lot of restaurants where I've made burgers.
Right.
Like from scratch, like pubs and things like that. I am always a proponent for less is more when it comes to burgers. I think that I'm never like There are fucking burgers recipes where you put fucking like ketchup and mustard inside the fucking meat, and I'm like,
That hardly seems.
get fucked. Get eggs and breadcrumbs. Get fucked.
I mean, you're basically making a meatloaf sandwich at that.
That's so often what people make,
Which
too.
is, I mean, I'm on board for it. There was a place called the Angel Inn where I
Sure.
used to get a meatloaf sandwich.
Angel Inn.
But that's not always what I want in a burger.
Tis not a burger at that point.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
I don't mind especially I'll mix in pork if you're dealing with something like either an extra lean beef or you're dealing with like a gamier meat like a bison or something like
Sure,
that.
yeah.
Then like an 80-20 split
For the
or
fat
like
content.
75-25 split is nice. So with a little bit of pork in there, I don't hate that. I think it can add a lot of benefit to that and help sort of bind it all together too.
Yeah, in the darkness.
Yeah. One onion ring.
Yeah.
Osh nosh
Pork.
Osh sounds like fucking a Swedish chef. Osh nosh pork.
Swedish chef as Sauron.
Dude, Lord of the Rings Muppets?
It would be so goddamn good.
Oh, fuck. Okay, cast it.
I guess Kermit has to be Aragorn. I think that's the move.
Okay.
I think your human is Frodo.
I love that that's the human.
Because there's always like one human.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
your human is Frodo. Because they've got that ultimate hero thing, but Kermit's got to be your Aragorn.
I would think it would be...
Arwen then is your Miss Piggy,
I
obviously.
would think that Gandalf would be the human because it's taller than everybody.
No, your human's got to be more central character, right?
Okay, yeah.
I think you got to put like Sam the Eagle in as Boromir or something.
Sam the Eagle feels like an elf for sure.
He could be Elrond.
Yeah.
Sam the Eagle could be Elrond.
Yeah. That adds up to me.
I think Bilbo is like Fozzie or Gonzo. Gonzo would be good.
Yeah.
Instead of just disappearing at the party, he gets shot out of a cannon all the way to Imladris.
I do like that. That's good. Yeah. That's good.
I think it's doable.
Yeah, I think we fucking
but yeah,
do it.
definitely the Swedish chef is Sauron.
Yeah. Oh, what's Sweetums?
Sweetums is like Beorn.
Oh yeah.
In The Hobbit or something.
Or what's the fucking wizard in the woods?
What, Radagast?
Yeah,
The Brown? Yeah. Actually, Sam the Eagle should be Sauron.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, burgers.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh my God, we just inserted a Muppet segment into the sandwich segment. We sort of sandwiched it in.
Oh
there.
my God.
Oh yeah, there's layers, baby.
I love a brioche.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I typically don't like a ciabatta. I find that they're too fucking much bread.
I think it only works if the thing you're making is more on the sandwich side than the burger side.
Like if you have a chicken breast.
If you're grilling like a chicken breast and do it like,
Sure.
like roasted red peppers and stuff like that on, you put it, that feels more like ciabatta territory.
But I swear to God, if you don't toast that fucking ciabatta, don't you dare put it on there.
Sure.
Because a fucking uncooked ciabatta is so fucking dry and gross.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are proposing uncooked.
I've
Just
seen
raw dough.
No, I mean like untoasted.
Yeah,
And it's so fucking. Yes.
Yeah. How do you like your buns uncooked?
I do love a pretzel bun. I think we've talked about
Pretzel
that.
buns.
but,
Yeah, that's my goat.
Those are fucking great.
Yeah.
I love, if you're gonna do bacon, you got to do blue cheese, and
Blue cheese is always a thing for me.
I typically don't go bacon very often, but if I'm going to, I need blue cheese on there.
Yeah. I like
Canadian bacon, get that out of there. I don't want it on there. I think it's not the right consistency for a burger.
Interesting.
It doesn't make sense. I think the combination don't look. I love a Canadian bacon, but it doesn't work in contrast to a burger.
I don't know. Kind of sounds like you're not being very patriotic. So
Yeah, that's the point.
looks like someone hates their country.
Red
You
onion.
can just leave then.
Red onion uncooked belongs on there.
Agreed.
I really like tomatoes on burgers. I don't really like tomatoes in most other scenarios, but I do like it on a burger.
So you like the look at this burger that Dean makes?
Yeah. This is right.
Because
up
it looks
my
like it
alley.
has a bluish cheese thing going on and a tomato.
Totally right up my alley. I typically am pretty minimalistic. Like if I go to Harvey's or something, I'm not getting that many things on there.
Right.
I don't really
Having it your way is just plain.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't like too many ingredients.
Sure.
I typically, if I put, it's either pickle or tomato.
Okay, interesting.
Pickle and tomato is too much for me. It's
It's a
too
little
much
too
of the
much
same consistency. Too much fucking of the like.
Too watery.
Yeah, it's too much. I'm
Yeah.
one or the other.
That's fair.
You're gonna do mustard. You got to do a fucking like nice fucking kick-ass mustard. I don't want any of
love
that
mustard.
French's bullshit.
I'm a mustard freak.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's your mustard?
Man, you know what I really love? I love a real like old style grainy mustard.
Oh sure.
I really fuck
I don't
with
like
that.
it too grainy though.
It can't be too grainy for me.
Just like it's just grains.
I just want the mustard seeds.
I like.
I love a grainy mustard, and I also love a spicy mustard.
What's that fucking the little bottle?
Oh yeah.
That fucking shit is the.
Although I gotta
best.
say, whatever was it the Engelhofer? There's so
Oh,
many
yeah.
varieties of mustards, and those are all fucking great. That dill mustard that we
Yeah,
had
that was
one time
great.
was incredible.
Bacon one's weak, but
Sure, but
every other
some
rest of them are
really solid
yeah,
mustard
yeah.
flavor.
I've never
combos.
been a relish guy. I don't like relish.
I'm not big on green relish, but I love a corn relish.
Yeah.
and I love like an onion relish.
Okay.
Like that shit, I get behind big time on a burger.
I like a garlic aioli all the time.
Sure.
Fucking, you can fuck me up with that.
Sure.
I love that.
Plus the blue cheese.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe some like banana peppers.
I like banana peppers.
Those
You got
have
to be careful with those too, because again, the watery thing.
well, that's why you get the ones that don't really have much in them. They're just like the little sort of-
Just the ring.
yeah. And that way you really get the benefit of a tomato without the fucking bullshit. So
Yeah.
lettuce wise, arugula I'm a big fan of.
Get lettuce out of there. Who the fuck are you kidding?
I mean,
It's good for me now.
that's not the part
Get
of
the
that I
fuck
like it for
out
the
of there.
texture and flavor.
No, get the lettuce. The flavor of lettuce, you fucking
An
nerd.
arugula?
You
An
fucking
arugula's
nerd.
peppery.
Lettuce is very flavorful.
Good lettuce is.
What a stupid thing to say. Over all the other flavors you mentioned, like you're gonna taste anything in the lettuce: blue cheese, bacon, fucking mustard, and garlic, and you think you're gonna taste lettuce through that? You fucking idiot!
It's the meanest you've ever been to me.
It's food. I care.
I don't fucking put French fries in there. Don't put fucking onion
Yeah.
rings in there. Get that shit all out of there. I don't want an overstacked
I'm okay
burger.
once in a while having that like at a restaurant, but I would never make it that way at home
No,
ever. Yeah.
if I'm doing a just a straight beef burger, I'm gonna get it medium rare.
Sure.
If I'm adding pork in there, I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna tell you about a crazy burger I made one time.
Okay.
I made it exclusively with pork sausage.
Well, it's just a sausage burger, then yeah.
Hang on.
Okay.
Let me cook.
Okay, Jesus.
Pork sausage. I did put mustard in there, but not breadcrumbs and shit. I didn't make a meatloaf. But pork sausage, mustard, cracked black pepper,
Sure.
chili flakes.
Wow, okay.
Put all that shit in there. Cooking that up. Got a pretzel bun, because I love a pretzel bun.
Mm-hmm.
Toast it up. Garlic butter on the bun. And then a sweet onion relish. So basically like caramelized onions.
Sure.
Then kind of like candied almost a little bit.
Sure.
So a sweet onion relish. I put banana peppers on because I like banana peppers, and I put on a roasted red pepper, sweet pepper.
Mm.
Little watery,
Yeah.
but essentially doing the tomatoes work. And then you throw that all together. You don't fucking kid yourself with lettuce or any of that stupid bullshit.
All right.
Listen, I cut through the bullshit. I'm real. I'm as real as it gets. This is the no spin zone. This is
Throwing that smoke.
But yeah, that's my favorite burger.
I still think you need lettuce in there for the texture even.
No, because you get a nice
It's too much mush.
But no, you get a nice crunch out of that roasted red pepper.
Okay. Roasted red pepper as a crunch?
Well, you don't cook it until it's liquid.
Well, because that's usually like when you get
There's
roasted.
a little bit of texture in there. You got the banana peppers in there. There's textures and shit working.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that a burger, but it sounds good.
How dare you? It's a sausage patty.
Yeah, not much.
So sorry, a chicken burger is not a burger.
No,
It's only a burger when it's ground beef.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Having strong opinions about food is not okay.
This is fucked up of you. I was having fun, but
Oh no! Does that mean they're not going to do the sandwich segment again?
no, it means I'm going to do it harder.
The fuck does that mean?
You'll see.
Oh no!
That was the supernatural sandwich segment. 2 pieces of bread to slice and some meat and other shit there inside.
Feels like you were more prepared for the beginning and less for the end.
I don't know how you came to that conclusion. Name one way.
Yeah. As they eat,
Because the lyrics said meat and shit.
yeah. As they eat, a distressed Kevin calls Dean and urges Sam and Dean to come quickly, sending the brothers rushing out.
Yeah.
I do like that Sam runs back for the
Yeah.
burger, though.
Yeah, he's like, don't worry, we'll be there soon. We're at the sea.
Fuck you.
I like when they leave the bunker and you could hear the gulls.
Now heading to Warsaw, Missouri, where they are. Sam and Dean carefully enter Kevin's boat,
Yeah.
finding a disheveled young man overjoyed about his revelation how to close the gates of
Man,
hell.
he looks fucking gross. The sweat
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
stains on the shirt and shit.
God, I fucking love him.
Yeah, I mean, he plays it really well. Osric Chow's great in this, but like, you're like, oof, Kevin.
He does such a good job.
Yeah.
Kevin reveals that in order to accomplish the feat, a spell will have to be performed. After the accomplishment of the 3 specific trials of God's design,
Yeah.
the first of which will involve bathing in the blood of a hellhound.
Yeah, and basically he's just like, you just read this little bit of Enochian every time you finish one of these 3 things. That's it.
Easy
Boom. And they're like, that
peasy.
sounds too easy. He goes, oh, it does say something about like, you got to be prepared for like pain and death and something that I think translates to having your spine ripped out through your mouth for all eternity. And they're like, oh, okay.
Cool.
Nice.
When Kevin tells Sam and Dean that they need to kill a hellhound and bathe in its blood to close the gates of hell, Dean replies, if this means icing all demons, I got no problem gutting some devil dog and letting Calgon take me away. Calgon is apparently, he's quoting a 1970 slogan for Calgon bubble bath products, which is probably the most like out of pocket fucking phrase they've ever
that is
used.
so specific.
I've never heard of that at all.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
I
an
haven't
American
either.
thing, but I it's so fucking far from
There's one 60-year-old in the writer's room.
No, wait, don't forget Calgon.
I think Dean would make a Calgon reference
Yeah, it's
here.
like Woody.
All right, man.
Dean heads out to secure necessary defenses while Sam urges Kevin to take better care of himself.
I like this moment. I like Sam being like, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Trust me.
I understand why you feel like you got to just plow through and get this thing done, but that's not how this works. And you got to take care of yourself, and we care about you.
And then Dean shows up
And then
and is
Dean
like,
shows up, he's like, here's a bunch of pills. These will get you hard. These will get you soft. Whatever you need. Fucking-
okay, what were those first pills?
Yeah.
Now they leave and head to Shoshone, Idaho.
Yes.
Reasoning that hellhounds would most likely be around someone involved with a Crossroads demon deal from about 10 years ago, Sam and Dean happened across a family in Shoshone, Idaho that struck oil 10 years previously where no one thought possible you could find oil.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like,
It's a
well,
good
that
sign.
was 10 years ago. We should just go and we'll figure out who it was and we'll wait and we'll get this fucking hellhound.
The brothers travel to Cassidy Farm, meeting the farm's young manager, Ellie. I will say her looks carry her through this episode.
Yes. 100%. You know, at first I was like, okay, great. And then there were a couple of like Ellie scenes and I was like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel that like everyone's trying their best. But
I mean,
it's not working.
a woo, but also woof.
It doesn't work.
And possibly posing the brothers as men applying for the job of farmhands.
Again, we're back to like Sam and Dean being bad at lying.
Yeah.
Like when they're FBI agents, they're like, tell us about the Vic.
Yeah.
You know, like there's put it on an APB. Like they're fine at that. And then it's like pretend to be farmhands and Dean's like, oh poop. Oh,
Is this
no.
a cow?
Do I have oh no, I miss my room. He like can't lie for shit as soon as they're doing something
So
different.
funny. Along the way, the boys meet the Cassidy family trophy husband, Carl Granville. I love Carl.
Carl.
I mean, also Carl.
Well, yes,
But
but
Carl. But
Carl at this stage of his life.
Yeah.
Carl.
yeah. But how Carl got here?
Agreed.
Yeah. Working in the stables, Sam and Dean eye oldest daughter Alice Cassidy as most likely to have made the Crossroads deal.
Yeah, because I think they initially think it's Carl, but then Carl's like, "No, I'm just the trophy husband. My wife's family found the oil. I'm just happy to be here, Idaho." He's like,
Also, I was like, I mean, this is clearly like a state of where we are in our life. Where I was like, yeah, Carl and her, that makes sense.
yeah, yes. I mean, I get it.
I was like, yeah, that those two make sense to me.
Yeah,
Like I didn't get the joke, and then I was like, oh, I guess that's improbable.
I guess, but yeah, no, I agree. I didn't. There's nothing about that where I was like, they would never be together
I was like-
unless hijinks were up.
Yeah, no, I was just like, yeah, that adds up.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Anyway,
So,
yeah, no demon deal needed. Not today, Satan.
While focusing on Alice, they fail to spot Carl being targeted and killed by a hellhound.
Okay, right.
Uh,
Oh, poor Carl.
yeah.
Because he looks nervous and shit too.
ish.
Well, he does. He's like, "Oh, I think that's a wolf," and then Alice is like, "I'll go figure it out," and he's like, "Oh, okay, well, we'll come back soon." Like you could tell Carl knows what's up.
Totally. As the police cart his body away.
They're like, ripped his head clean off. I know they were reintroducing wolves to the area, but
Wait, for what reason?
I had never seen a wolf do this.
In what situation do they reintroduce wolves to an area?
There's way too many sheep. God damn it. There's only one way to deal with this sheep problem.
Yeah, those goddamn road runners are everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Listen, Three Little Pigs have been building a fucking subdivision.
It's time we change the ecosystem.
Yeah, trying to bring a wolf in.
Yeah, they're getting too advanced for their
Getting
species.
a little fucking uppity about their straw and their sticks and their bricks.
Yeah, we'll see what's stronger.
Yeah. Get me a big bad wolf.
That
My
little
God,
fucking
this wolf was too big and bad. I ain't never seen a wolf do this to a man.
that little fucking girl's just going willy nilly to her grandma's house every day. Not on my watch.
Just showing Idaho's overrun with fairy tales. That also feels like an episode of Supernatural.
Yeah. Dean suggests that they blew
I mean,
their.
no, we did that episode of Supernatural.
Yes.
The fucking Three Little Pig
Yeah.
construction workers.
Yeah.
I remember
It's
that.
a simpler time.
Was that season 1?
No.
Season 2?
3, I think.
It was that far in,
Yeah, I
eh?
think so.
Oh, shit.
Dean suggests that they blew their chance, but Sam still thinks that there might be more to play with in this family.
Well, because Sam had talked to, or goes to talk to Alice in the barn, and she's like, "Is it weird that I don't give a shit that my husband's dead?"
And that's
Sam's
when you
like-
go, oh,
Sam's like,
no.
"What?" And then you're like, "Oh, so his demon deal was just for her to like him, like to fall in love with him?" And you're like, "Yes." Gross in the taking away agency way, but also so sad that it's like you burned a demon deal on.
Yeah, on her?
Was she funny or something? Arrested Development.
Very good. Oh my god, what's
Hey,
her name?
Look who's on that hug in the rearview mirror. George Michael. 20 miles to Legoland.
What was her name?
Anne.
Anne, yeah. Bland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you and Plant?
Yeah.
She calls it a man egg.
Sam talks with Alice, deducing from her strangely vanishing affection that Carl made the deal for her love years earlier.
There's
But-
there's an interesting thing about demon deals here.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know where it stipulates in the demon deal that it vanishes when you die. The only cost is that you die.
Interesting.
It's interesting that she kind of stops loving him.
Yeah.
Because it feels like what should happen is she should like a real demon would be like, and she's gonna keep loving you after you're dead, and that's also
Sure.
cruel.
Yeah.
You know, like it's weird that like it frees.
Yeah.
Because like imagine if you like wish to be famous, and then like the
Yeah.
blues guy,
If
and
he
then
dies
you die for
and
10 years,
then-
like the fame doesn't go away.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
something. It doesn't
Because that works more like the wish.
It doesn't totally break anything, but I found it interesting.
No, you're not
'cause
wrong.
We haven't really treated them that way before.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
So
But this doesn't explain the family's inexplicable fortune.
yeah.
So when
This is a real like Knives Out kind of family
I love
too. Yeah.
when he goes to inform Dean, he catches his brother preparing to summon a crossroads demon and torture the demon until it summons a hellhound.
Yeah, and then Sam's like, no, like if we summon a demon, Crowley will know it's us. And he's gonna send like 100 hellhounds. And Dean's like, well, fine. What's your plan?
Sam theorizes that whatever crossroads demon may have had made multiple deals a decade prior and convinces Dean to stick around for a few more days.
Right.
The next day...
Is this the scene, though, where Dean does the speech? Or is that later?
I think it's later.
Oh, okay.
The next day, the rest of the Cassidys arrive, including its lingerie model marrying patriarch Noah, faded country singer Cindy, and youngest daughter Margie, all of whom could potentially have made the Crossroads deal.
Again, a very like Knives Out. I mean, before Knives Out, but it's like like all these eccentrics in this family that doesn't get along kind of thing. I really like it. It does have whodunit vibes.
Totally.
But the whodunit is who made what deal.
Yes.
And I like the like nobody leave. Like even when they tie them to there is a kind of like one of you in this room is the demon dealer.
Yeah.
Like there is that kind of shit going on that I like.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Ellie tasks Sam with waiting on the family for dinner, while Dean handles the grill for the night.
Yeah, Dean's like, there's a grill. Even Dean, like, when he brings, like, the pills and shit for whatever, he's like, did you know there's, like, 1,000 kinds of tomatoes? Like, a whole world.
He's, like, getting into
like,
food.
2 seasons ago, he looked at Sam and was like, lettuce, you pussy. But yeah, I love that Dean is like obsessed with food now. Like he wants to be like he might as well just be like, I found fresh basil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys heard of creme fraiche?
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Listening to them
I'm
bicker.
gonna deglaze the fuck out of that. He's Randy Marsh.
I fucking love that.
The fucking food sex
Yeah.
line.
Listening to them bicker amongst one another, Sam realizes that the demon they inadvertently dealt with a decade prior was actually none other than Crowley himself.
Yeah.
As Sam and Dean plot their next move, Kevin... Okay, actually, I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Because it's interesting because I love Crowley, and I'm glad Crowley is Crowley.
Yes.
They play it here like it's scary that it's Crowley, and they sort of do it again, too, with this, like, we need to be careful because this is, like, what if Crowley shows up? And I'm like, I'm not afraid of Crowley.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But from their perspective, Crowley has stopped fucking around.
No,
like the
I
way he
know.
just killed Kevin's
Yeah,
friend and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
He's been after Kevin. Like, and the stakes are pretty high for Crowley because they're trying to close hell forever.
Totally.
So but I know what you're talking about. Every time we see Crowley, like we're like, Crowley's here.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem because even the music was like, holy fuck, it's Crowley. And I'm like, sure, if you said it was death, I'd be afraid.
Yeah.
But like,
I know exactly what you mean, and I think you're right. But I think that's why they're doing that.
Yeah. So Sam and Dean plot their next move. Kevin calls with newly uncovered information.
Yeah.
The glass scorched with holy fire will actually enable them to see hellhounds.
Yes.
So Dean prepares eyeglasses for the brothers.
They go, okay, hang on. Sorry, there was a thing in this, though, where they were like, yeah, when they do this, they're like, oh my God, there's a way to see them. But didn't we already have a way to see them?
Did we?
Don't they do that in season 3?
Do they?
Isn't it like blood or like there's some kind of blood or something and they see them? Didn't we already do this?
I don't think so. I don't remember anything about being able to see them.
I could have sworn we had already did.
I thought we found a way to like make it so that like something would pour on them so that you could see them. Like,
No, I thought they did this like maybe even in the episode with Ellen and Joe. I could have sworn there was a thing.
Doesn't recollect.
Anyone listening, let me know if I'm making that up or if I'm saying something that happens later, or
because this is the first time we ever actually get to see a hellhound.
is it?
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it, but for some reason I have that in my head.
No.
Interesting.
Sam notices Noah and Margie head out to the woods with rifles to hunt for the beast that killed Carl.
Well, yeah, Noah's like.
We find out that
they're all like, and that man, that cuck of a husband of yours, and he's like, but he's still fam. Like I don't totally get why he's like, we gotta kill this
because
fucking
Noah's
wolf.
drunk. That's why.
I guess, but
also we find out that Margie fucked Carl.
yeah,
Which I'm like, hey, Carl, but also little Carl.
nice.
Yeah. Also, Margie's pretty cute.
Margie's cute.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
Huh?
I'm not gonna say that.
What? What were you gonna say?
I'm just judging books by their cover. I was gonna say Margie doesn't seem like a barn fuck.
I mean, I think you'd be surprised by the people.
I guess.
I mean, how many fucking stage managers have you?
Not in a barn.
Well, I know, but like the type.
Not in a barn. In a shop.
Yeah, just like back behind in mid show.
It's totally different. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just a little toss in the hay, you know.
Easy.
So Sam offers his expertise in assisting. And I do like the point where the guy's like, do you know anything about hunting?
Yeah, he's like, a little.
I don't know, maybe.
Because he's just like a hired hand, and this billionaire's going off to hunt. He's like, no. He's like, say, you're
like,
coming on a little.
The guy's like,
strong.
this is my fucking
like,
place.
Again, like, bad at lying.
Yes.
Remember the part, Sam.
Yes.
Like,
Meanwhile, Dean tests out the glasses as Ellie makes a pass at him. And this is when the Ellie performance starts coming out.
to be honest, I know this is a rewatch. I've seen this episode before. But as soon as
I forgot how bad she was.
but also as soon as she started hitting on Dean, I was like, she's a demon.
Really?
I was just like, it's too stupid. I think like the performance was bad, and I was like, it's too stupid. That's a demon.
The thing that like when she's like, "Hey, do you want to go have the sex?"
But
Basically,
that's
like
what I mean. Like it feels like a lie.
Yes.
Like it's like, do you want to come back to my room and have sex? I was like, black eyes any
Yes.
minute now. Like I was waiting.
a
for
demon
it.
would have more charisma than that.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's like an angel like possessing
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah. But what about the pizza man?
Yeah, like it was. It's the most wooden performance I have ever seen on this show.
It's true. That's I totally agree.
So out in the woods. Oh, also Dean turns it down. It is very like
He's like, I can't. And she's like, oh, I see.
and he's like, no, I want to. And she's like,
It's
no.
you don't. Like, fucking stupid.
I mean, look, if I did that to Dean and I got that reaction, I would feel that bad.
Yeah, I mean, it is embarrassing.
Yeah.
But let's not call more attention to it.
Out in the woods, Sam follows what he believes to be sounds of the hellhound. But in his pursuit, he fails to stop a real creature from attacking and killing Margie, to Noah's great horror. Poor Margie.
I know. I feel
Sam
so
and-
bad.
Sam and Dean gather the remaining Cassidys in their living room and explain the situation, sealing the room with goofer dust to keep out the hound, and handcuffing the family until they can identify who made the Crossroads deal. Dean elects to hunt the creature while Sam protects the family. Hopefully, you found out that
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking of.
I don't know either, but
Wasn't there a thing where they had glasses drenched in blood and it did something?
what?
What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Maybe this is that time I drenched my glasses in
Yeah.
blood.
Maybe when I killed that person and the guy was drenched in blood.
Do you know what?
Yeah, say no more.
I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny, but it was definitely that.
Hey, bro, say less.
No, I'll keep going.
Specificity is how you know you're lying.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Maybe I killed him?
Oh, no.
That's pretty vague.
Wait, now you're trying to call yourself out?
Oh, no. Wait. Oh, I got confused.
So Dean elects to hunt the creature while Sam protects the family.
Right.
Sam is determined to go with him.
But this is Dean's big speech. we should talk about this.
Yes.
Because this is a big moment.
Yeah.
That I love. It's a really good speech. Jensen delivers it really well. I was like, as it was happening. But it also, like, this speech, like 3 episodes ago, would make no sense.
Truly.
So Dean's essentially like, you see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
There's a way out of this life for you. You've seen it, and I want that for you. I want you to have family and kids and grandkids and that. It's like, the only way out of this life for me is a casket. I have nothing else to live for. I have no thing, which is sad and untrue, but Dean's in this mood or whatever. So he's like, I'm going to do these trials. We don't know the toll it will take, but it'll probably, I bet it'll kill us. I'm doing the trials. I want this for you. My happy ending is you getting a happy ending. Dean in the motel. So
the boys in Amsterdam, yeah.
And he's like, if you even think about trying to take this thing on, I'll shoot you in the leg. Like, let me do this. That's what I want. And it's beautiful, and it's really good. And I was like, oh boy.
But I'm also like,
as he was saying it, but also it's like, that's pretty fucking rich after the Amelia shit.
Well, this is, I mean, like, I'm like,
if I was him, I would have punched him right away.
Yeah.
Be like, you piece of shit. You don't get to do that.
Yes.
You just told me I was selfish for wanting those things. You used that to manipulate me. You fucked me with that shit. And now you're like, you want that for me? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes.
It's the first time this season I've been on Kyle Clark's side.
Though let's just all remind that Sam's constantly fucking things up every single season and doesn't deserve it.
Yes.
Dean is the one that doesn't want it and therefore deserves it.
Sure. Yes. Understood.
But
at any rate, it's a really good scene, a really great speech. But I did have the thought of, like, you ballsy motherfucker.
You fucking two-faced piece of shit.
Like, if we're really, like, I get that the circumstances are different.
Yeah.
And I like that Dean saw Sam in his element with all the books. And, like, I get it. It's not unmotivated, but it is, like, a bit shitty.
Totally. So, Dean leaves to undertake the battle alone and warns an exasperated Sam that he'll put a bullet in his leg if he follows. Dean tells Sam to keep an eye on JR and the gang. He's talking about JR Ewing, the scion of the Ewing clan in the 1970s nighttime soap opera Dallas.
Yeah.
Another, besides Calgon, you should talk about Dallas.
At least Dallas has a slightly bigger cultural footprint.
Sure.
Like the Who Shot JR thing they used as like a reference point for the Who Killed Mr. Burns.
Sure,
like, we have more...
Slightly,
barely, but
yeah.
it's more than Calgon. I don't know what the fuck that, like, that doesn't even sound like words.
True.
As
the Cassidys continue bickering about which one of them has fortunes that could only be explained by a soul, they finally deduce that it was Margie, who always said, "If we were rich, we'd be happy."
Yeah.
Alice subsequently manages to get out from her cuffs and runs out when Sam has his back
Sam's
turned.
like, God damn it. And he like runs out. And she's like, let me live. And he's like, I'm trying to let you live. Get back inside.
He recaptures her before she gets into her car. They then see
we
the
see
hellhounds.
that like a hellhound seeing them, but it doesn't seem to chase them.
But he does see it, and they run back into the inside.
Yeah.
Dean finds Ellie dancing alone in her room.
In the way no one does. Also...
To touch myself.
And also Dean, the glasses he has on are like these thick rib things. I was like, is this an Austin Powers reference?
I didn't even think. I think he's been listening to Blank Check. Is that a thing from it?
Yeah, when he's like dancing on the rotating bed.
Huh.
And I think about you. It's when he takes out the fembots. It's to that song.
Also, is this suggesting that like she's like gonna touch herself because Dean won't, or like she's thinking about Dean?
But like listen, I'll throw this out there. Maybe I'm talking out of pocket. Has anyone ever just drank a beer and danced by themselves to music out loud in a room?
Never.
Or danced like this, not like air guitaring or some shit like that. Like if they ever done like vaguely sexy dancing by themselves.
I am so glad that you came here, Dean. I would
Yeah.
like to have the sex.
I'm also going to come here.
Yeah. Dean explains that an evil creature has been stalking the grounds, but Ellie unsurprisingly reveals that it has come for her.
Yeah.
Hence the attempted one-night stand and drinking before she goes.
Yeah, I just thought I would have some fun and maybe
So bad.
also like real fucking guilt trip. Like he said, no, let's
Yeah.
let that go.
Come on, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, don't you know that it's like bad for me?
Yeah, if I come on to you and you say no, it hurts me.
Yeah, you
It's like a
wouldn't want me to-
hospital. It's like a
yeah,
real condition.
You don't want me to have to go to the doctor, do you?
Yeah. It's so fucked up.
Oh my god, now my jeans are chafing.
Yeah.
The fucking Simpsons.
Oh, now my jeans are chafing. Ellie explains that she made the deal with Crowley to save her mother from sickness,
Yeah.
knowing that she wouldn't go to heaven when she died.
But which, by the logic of this, means that, like, if Ellie gets killed by the hellhound, her mom's going to drop dead.
Oh, yeah.
By the logic of this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Crowley never said anything about a 10-year deal or any hellhounds coming to retrieve her.
Does that feel out of character?
Yes.
Because Crowley's pretty
His
deep.
whole thing is like, this is a deal.
It's an actual business.
Yeah.
You're like, we know what we're signing up for. And people just want it anyway because they're greedy or they're,
Yeah.
you know,
When she
flawed
knew
or
she was
whatever.
selling her soul. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like I can't remember if this out of
plays
character
into
thing
something.
pays off later or if it's just lazy
It feels like
or
it's
like
just
bad
lazy.
writing.
I
But
feel like it's
I
just...
don't remember at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Dean realizes that douchebag Crowley also never warned Carl or Margie about the fine print of the deal.
Right.
Ellie sees Dean's face distort, signaling the proximity of the hellhound.
Yeah, have we seen that before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. Yeah.
Because I was like, is that a thing?
Yeah. No, that's totally a thing.
Okay.
What do you remember or don't remember?
Oh, I remember. Where am I?
Dean dons his glasses and
Where
stalks
was I?
after the creature through the stable,
I think I have Changnesia.
but ends up slashing and flung across the room, breaking the glasses.
Yeah. And you know that hellhound's approaching, and Dean doesn't have the glasses. He doesn't have his knife. Hellhound's approaching, and then we hear, "If anyone's gonna kill a dog this season, it's gonna be me." And Sam comes in, and
Put the dog down.
rips the fucking guts open. He's like, "That's how I met Amelia."
Oh my god, that's so funny. I'm gonna
Gets covered in all the blood of this fucking thing.
gonna finish what I started.
Yeah. Let it not be said that I leave a job.
It'd be really
unfinished.
funny if he blasts through in a car and like
a car.
smashes the dog.
This time I won't go to the vet. Yeah. Fuck.
That is so fucking
You thought the dog detail didn't play into this season?
funny. Why did
Sam's
they
like-
set it up?
It's that the meme of the Hulk being like, it's like I was made for this.
Yeah.
Sam killing a dog.
No hotel this time. Welcome to Hotel Hell.
Now, as is tradition, I need to start fixing air conditioners.
Yeah. Dean tries in vain to perform the spell, signaling his completion of the first trial.
Yeah.
But Sam was the one who was marked. And so
You just
he
have
needs
to be
the one
bathed
do
in
it.
the blood of bathed in the blood of the thing. It doesn't have to be like. Did it say you have to bathe in it direct from the butt? Like, if Sam and Dean just hugged it out and Dean got a bunch of the blood on him, could he have done the thing? Like, I know it's a
Maybe.
trial. It's like
Maybe.
God knows because
Yeah.
he sees you when you're sleeping or
Oh,
whatever.
What?
Yeah. Pretty sure I'm not confusing that with anything.
No.
Yeah.
Rather
God comes down the chimney. Yeah.
Rather than find another hound, Sam elects to be the one to undertake the trials.
Yeah.
Not treating
Yeah.
the quest as a suicide mission.
I will never waste a dead dog.
Yeah.
Waste not, want not, Dean.
Yeah. If I'm not getting laid from it, I better be getting trialed.
Getting
I better be under trial.
yeah. One way or another, I'll be trialed for this.
Yeah. From my martyrs against dogs. Sam assures Dean of his worth as a hunter. and expresses his intent that both of them live through the ordeal and recites the incantation for the spell.
I do like this kind of counter thing. I like that Sam's thing isn't like, you deserve to live, I deserve to die. Sam's thing is like,
why do we have to die?
The only way we're gonna get through this is to do it to live.
Yeah.
Like, we don't. This doesn't have to be a like. There's some sacrifice, but it doesn't have to be the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
We should be doing this so we can live. Like, I like that. I like that we don't necessarily fall into the trap of like, no, I should die. Just like, ugh, God.
Also, it's like, you know the rules. If you die, you got to stay dead on this show.
Yeah, it's happened every time. Yeah.
Like, at this point, I'd be like, what is it? It's death? Oh, big, scary death. All right.
I mean, the only reason I would think it for this is because, like, if God set up trials, surely that's more, like, at this point in the show, you'd be like, surely that's more permanent. But
it is revealed in this moment that Sam views Dean as the best hunter around, even saying that he's better than himself and better than their dad.
I like Sam bigging up Dean, and I love that thing of him looking up to him and stuff like that. But let's pump the brakes a little. Be like, Dean, you're not a blood instrument. You're a genius.
I know that was a bit.
No one knows more about lore. It'd be like, fucking you do.
Yeah, come on. Like,
come on.
That feels a little bit
Bobby did. Garth does. I can name like 5 people that know more.
Yeah, like, that's not like, he's
Dean
got a
is
lot of skills.
A very good hunter. Maybe the best hunter. But
a genius?
A genius?
Yeah.
Like, come on. We can smell the bullshit from
yeah. God, I mean,
I can't smell anything but dog blood.
Yum.
Yeah.
It's a
red sun rises. I'll kill a dog tonight.
Yeah.
It's like really weird omens.
As he does the spell, the effect has him double over in pain as his right arm surges with bright light before he recovers his composure.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, it's good.
What did you actually think?
I like a lot of this episode.
Yeah.
But I do think where this episode falls down is performances.
Yeah.
Ellie is obviously a particularly egregious one, but that's only because she's in so many fucking two-hander scenes.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think, like, the family is good. I don't think Carl's particularly good.
Noah's
I don't
fine.
think Alice is particularly good. Margie's all right.
Noah's all right.
Wait, which one's Noah?
The dad.
Oh, who's Carl?
The boyfriend from the beginning, or the husband from the beginning.
Sorry, I got them flipped. I don't think Noah's that good.
Oh, Carl was good.
Carl is fine.
Yeah,
sorry. I don't think Noah's that good. I don't think Alice is that good. Margie's fine. But, like, performances are weak across the board in this episode, at least with the family.
Yeah.
I think Osric Chow is really good.
So good.
I like a lot of the Sam stuff in this episode. This is a good Sam episode.
Totally.
Like, the way he interacts with Alice, the way he interacts with Kevin, his kind of rebuttal thing with Dean. Jensen's obviously delivers that one speech. He's great. Jensen's great. We don't really have to check in on him all that much.
Yeah.
But I actually think this is a very strong Sam episode.
Yeah.
I really like Jared in this. They've given him the right balance of things. I think it really works. I like this idea of, like, we got a quest.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun, and I like that. I like the sort of, like, weird kind of petty shittiness of God, where it's like, oh yeah, I guess you could seal away evil forever, but only if you pass my riddles.
Yes.
like that kind of stupid bullshit. I do love that because it's a thing I like in fantasy.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. It's like, you got to do this, you got to do this, and only when the moon is in line.
Yes.
Like, I like that shit, so that works for me. I think this episode is made slightly weaker by not having Crowley in it. To invoke Crowley this much and not have him in it at all,
Sure, yeah.
I think it's a mistake.
Sure,
slightly.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it's good, but that's about it. I think.
Yeah,
is my feeling about it. So I'd give this like a 3.25 Sam in his element killing a dogs.
Screech.
Yeah. Did someone say there's a dog that needed to be killed? Are my ears burning?
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, this is I liked this. Like, I remember this episode, and I think that the like family stuff is fun. The performances from the family don't bother me as much.
They're a little cartoony though. Like we are really playing like extremes of things.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
I'm the meek one. I'm the fucking drunk.
Yeah,
like,
that still doesn't bother me that
I
much.
guess.
Ellie's performance bothers me.
It's bad.
It's
not. It's no bueno.
It's embarrassing. It's
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad clowning on someone who's trying their best, but it's not good.
no. It's so wooden. It's unbelievable, and she's hot. Like I
Yeah.
get why she got the role, but like performance needs to be a part of that.
Yes, agreed.
I love them in the bunker in the beginning. Like, oh, back to like we got a base of operations. So fun.
Yeah,
So good.
yeah, that's fun. But we don't spend very much time there, which kind of sucks.
But also like we get to discover one new thing in this one. We got a
Yes.
kick-ass kitchen.
yes,
And also seeing Dean in his new room when he sets up his little guns everywhere
it's
and
cute.
like
Yeah, it is pretty cute.
and he's
actually.
like I do like also the idea that he ordered a bed for it cuz he's like memory foam.
oh, like he got a mattress.
Yeah, cuz that was they didn't have
Yeah.
memory foam technology in the 50s.
Should we deliver this to like the culvert under the abandoned
Yeah.
factory in the woods?
Either that or or he ordered like an Endy or like a Casper and it like
Yeah.
came in the mail.
Yeah.
I do love that. I think that's super fun. I like that he's got a little
I
room.
do even like him saying like I'm nesting.
Yes,
It's cute.
It's very
I like
cute.
it, yeah.
It's got his little photo of his mom put up and leaned up against the light.
It is nice.
Like it's so good. I love all of
But
that.
it's why it's
stuff.
even more bullshit where he's like, I got nothing to live for.
Because
it's
it's
like,
a new room.
but this is like, we're seeing that Dean that we saw with Lisa.
Yeah.
So maybe you got nothing to live for. Just like put this much effort in. You're fine.
Yes,
You know?
it's true. It's a bit of a step backwards for sure.
Yeah.
I think Sam stuff's good in this. I think like this is Sam taking the trials reminds me. It's like, oh yeah, he needs to fucking pay penance for the bullshit he's done.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, as much as we're like, well, I've forgiven you, we're past it, but like,
Sam's
fucked
fucked
up
up
a lot.
so much.
Yeah.
And I feel like Dean is like the one who's really deserving of this life that he'll never get, and it sucks because it's
Yeah.
Sam's the one who fucking doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
It pissed me off a little bit, but
That's
it's a fun episode, and I like the getting to see the demons, the hellhounds for the first time, and a
Yeah,
new way to look at them.
Truly, I have no idea what I was thinking.
don't
I don't know what I'm thinking of. Have we ever dipped glasses in blood?
Maybe, but not that I remember.
Yeah. I mean, like in the show.
Anyways, I think that there is a lot to be. I think the episode does what it intends to do. I think that there's some really bad performances that take it down.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like it's not. It doesn't not have value, and I don't think there's anything in it that like is egregious. Like
Okay.
I think it's fun, and so I am gonna give this 3.75 delicious unfinished burgers.
Whoa. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, before we go, we've got notes from fellow hunters.
Multiple?
Yes, from fellows hunter.
Yes, of course.
Who ask the first. So first off, I found your podcast about a week and a half ago, and I absolutely love it. I listen to the podcast at work, so I get a solid 8 hours, 5 days a week
Oh my God.
to laugh along with y'all, and it's amazing.
There should be like a Surgeon General's warning on that.
It should be like when the Netflix is like, "Are you sure you're still listening?"
Yeah, like, are you
Or like when
right?
Nintendo is like, "Hey, why don't you go outside for a minute?"
Yeah. Touch grass.
So in the episode for season 2, episode 5,
Okay.
Simon says, at one point, y'all make a comment about the gas fight scene in Zoolander,
Okay.
one of my favorite movies. And fun fact, one of the Zoolander's roommates in the fight is played by none other than Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh my God.
That's right. Eric Northman loves him
yeah.
some orange mocha frappuccino.
Man, I gotta go back and watch Zoolander.
Right?
Jesus.
Gotta love people in small parts before they get popular. LOL.
100%.
Anyways.
Fucking Gerard Butler was just in. We just saw him in Tomorrow Never Dies. He's
Oh,
placing a
weird.
random sailor on a submarine or whatever, and he just turns around and goes, "Oh, there's a missile coming in!" And like he just has one line. You're like, is that Gerard Butler?
Weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much for doing what you do, and I'm super excited for the rest of the show with you guys.
Aw,
Sincerely, Jess from Maryland.
That's very nice.
Next note. Howdy there, boys. I'm powering my way through your podcast episodes, which are fantastic, funny, informational, and rekindling my love for the series so much I have my friend group forced to join in on my Winchester & Co. obsession.
Nice.
I recently listened to your Halloween special on the Mononongal episode,
Oh, man.
where you mentioned the supernatural novels.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure how deep you guys get into them because of how far back I am in your podcast, but I just so happen to be a collector of the books. Collected them throughout my school years and included them in all my English projects and essays finals, much to the dismay of all my teachers.
I was going to say, yeah. I believe that. Yeah.
I happened to own Fresh Meat by Alice Henderson and remember it being just a wackadoodle as any episode of Supernatural.
Oh, man.
From Cassandra.
That's awesome.
We
love
haven't
that.
gotten into it. That might be a play for our Patreon
On the
episodes at some
Patreon,
point.
yeah, on the Bunker Report. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that might be in our future for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
I'm definitely curious about those.
Yeah.
But those are super fun.
That's awesome. That's really
Thank
cool.
you so much, Jess and Cassandra. If you want to continue this discussion, you can do so through our Patreon.
That's right. So patreon.com/ghostfacers. There's the Roadhouse Hunters level. It's only $1. You get access to Angel Radio, our amazing community Discord
That's
server.
right.
But if you want to throw a little bit more, if you want to get up to that $5 Men of Letters tier,
Yeah.
you get a whole bonus episode every week. It's called the Bunker Report. Richard and I are doing all sorts of extra SPN stuff over there. So some of it is like we just talked about the Ghostfacers web series.
That's right.
Some of it is we're going to be watching and talking about the Winchesters.
Yeah.
We may have to watch and talk about Walker just to
yeah.
follow Jared and see what's up. There's some stuff like that. We're going to have some guests on to just talk about their favorite episodes out of order and in a different format than a regular
Totally.
episode of Ghostfacers. All of that is going to be up there and more.
Totally.
And it helps to support us. So if you're interested, go check that out.
Also, if you want to be like Jess and Cassandra, all you have to do is send us a note through ghostfacerspodcast@gmail.com.
That's right.
Or reach out to us through our various social media
We're
platforms.
Ghostfacers Pod on Facebook and Instagram.
Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get our episodes in your feeds automatically every single week. And while you're there, I want you to give us a 5-star review and we'll read it on a future episode. Also, if you want your a dead dog a day keeps the demons away shirt, you could buy that at ghostfacerspodcaststore.com.
I think it's Sam wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
And there's just a dead hellhound next to him.
Yeah.
And just the big text just says "Dog dead afternoon."
Nice Pacino reference. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you get those all at our merch store.
It's been a hard day's dog
It's a hard dead dog's day.
night.
You're the dead now, dog.
You're the dead. You're the dead now.
If you want to hear "You're the dead now, dog" shirt.
Yeah. It's Sean Connery gutting the hellhound. You're the dead now, dog.
Kill the dog if you're walking in.
Good lord.
If you want even more fun like this, why don't you check our other podcast?
The Dr. DC podcast. We talk about DC comics and superheroes, Justice League, stuff like that. If you like the way that we talk about lore and magic and stuff like that over here, you might like the way that we talk about that stuff over there.
All right, that is it for this week. Say goodbye, folks. Jerk.
We face the night.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.